1. The kings of Britain asked the Roman general Flavius to help them against the Anglo-Saxons' attacks, but a bad weather damaged the Roman ships and drove Flavius and his army back to France. B. Flavius was busy in his fight with Emperor Attila the Hun in France. C. The Anglo-Saxons defeated the Romans in Hastings. 2. When the Romans invaded Britain, it was and they turned into a tribal community, a developed urban society. B. A primitive pagan country, an important part of large Christian empire. C. An English kingdom, a French colony. 3. The kings of Britain asked the Roman army, or the Roman general Flavius, to help them against Germanic tribes, or the Anglo-Saxon tribes, but a bad weather damaged the Roman ships and the Romans back of France. B. The Anglo-Saxons defeated the Romans in Hastings. C. Emperor Attila the Hun was keeping the Romans busy and they could not help Britannia. 4. After Julius Caesar defeated the Britons, he made an alliance with them, but between A. Equal people B. Unequal people C. Friendly people 5. Before the arrival of the Romans, Celtic Britain was just A primitive tribal community B. A Christian country C. An urban kingdom of great warring tribes 6. The Romans tried to invade Britain 3 times, in A. 54 to 55 BC, the 41 AD B. 55 and 54 BC, then 43 AD C. 44 and 45 BC, then in 14 AD 7. Why did the Romans decide to colonize Britain? A. Britain had natural resources like grapes and cotton. B. Britain was a source of grains, timber and metals. C. Britain was famous for its harbors and ports. 8. The most important achievement of the Romans in Britain was A. Their victory over Gothic tribes that attacked Britain. 8. The most important achievement of the Romans in Britain was A. Their victory over Gothic tribes that attacked Britain. B. The construction of a system of military roads which encouraged trade and connected cities. C. Blacksmithing, poetry and glass marking, and mining for metals and gold. 9. The Romans turned Britain from a tribal community into a developed urban society B. A primitive, pagan country into a large Christian empire C. An English kingdom into a French colony 10. The first expedition in 55 B. C. failed because A. The Roman army needed to face the domestic problems. B. A big storm forced the Roman ships to move back to France. C. The Britons faced them fiercely to defeat the Romans. 11. The Roman emperor succeeded in the invasion in 43 A.D. A. Julius Caesar B. Claudius C. Flavius 12. When Julius Caesar made an alliance with the defeated Britons, he told them that A. He would protect them only if they fit in with the Roman way of life. B. His army would burn and destroy all their lands because they are not equal. C. He would teach them the Roman technologies if they pay taxes. 13. When the Romans decided to colonize Britain, They had their eyes on Britain's A. Natural resources like grapes and vegetables. B. Grains, timber and metals. C. Beautiful baths and complex drainage and sewers system. 14. The most important techniques of the Romans in Britain was A. Their victory over Gothic tribes that attacked Britain. B. The construction of a system of military roads which encouraged trade and connected cities. C. Blacksmithing, poetry and glass marking, and mining for metals and gold. 15. The Romans tried to invade Britain 3 times, and finally succeeded in A. 54a. D. B. 44a. D. C. 43a. D. 16. The Romans tried to invade Britain 3 times, they failed twice in A. 55 to 54b. C. B. 65 to 64b. C. C. 43 to 44b. C. 17. Britain was before the Romans invaded and colonized the country. A country ruled by divided, fragmented and independent warring tribes. B. An urban kingdom of great leaders with a united front and natural resources. C. A peaceful tribal community that had a very primitive social structure. 18. When the Romans decided to colonize Britain, they had their eyes on Britons. A. Beautiful baths and complex drainage and sewers system. B. Natural resources like grapes and vegetables. C. Grains, timber and metals. True or false? 1. The Romans' arrival to Britain brought religious changes that moved the country from a pagan people to urban society. A. True. B. False. 2. The Roman Empire needed Britain because they were short of resources. A. True. B. False. 3. It was very difficult to defeat the Britons because they were skilled warriors with advanced fighting methods. A. True. B. False. 4. Quirks of fate led to the failure of the first and second Roman expedition. A. True. B. False. 5. When the Julius Caesar defeated the Britons, he made a truce with their leaders and they all became one alliance between equals. A. True. B. False. 6. The Britons had to put a good fight to get rid of the Romans and gain their freedom. A. True. B. False. 7. The Romans introduced a great deal to the people of Britain in the field of technological tools, architecture, drainage, metal blacksmithing, etc. A. True. B. False. 8. The achievements of the Romans can still be seen today in modern Britain. A. True. B. False.